Hey people, what's going on? This is Jameel, and I want to speak a little bit on Muskegon County corruption and the things that have happened to me in Muskegon County. And one of the first things people notice about me if they Google my name, Jameel Rawls, is that there's an article that comes up in the Muskegon M Live Chronicle, written by the author Lynn Moore, and it's a derogatory article, and it's speaking about gang stalker or gang stalking paranoia. Okay, so the first thing I want people to realize is that when you hear gang, all that means is a group of people stalking people, and that's what's been happening to me in Muskegon County. Is when I go into a restaurant, like people show up at the restaurant and tell the manager or submit some sort of information to the manager or whoever's running the restaurant at the time, telling them that there's certain protocols they have to take with me, they have to watch me, they have to do certain things to me. And I'm nothing but a customer. I'm like everybody else. I'm a customer. And this is a violation of my civil rights. And this has been happening to me since it's way back, going back to the summer of 2015. It could have been happening before that. I've been doing, all I am, I do interviews on multiple different subjects, and I got into a scenario where I was being followed around in my neighborhood by people, and then I noticed that every store I went to, every bar I went to, every shop I went to, like people would show up there and tell the people to do certain things to me, activities towards me. And the same things they were doing to me at the restaurants and these places I go to are the same things that happen in the neighborhood I live at, and it's illegal. These people don't have any authority to be telling anybody to do anything to me. And one of the first things they tell people, there's like three different reasons why they were telling people to keep an eye on me and follow me and wear certain colors and all this crazy nonsense. One of the first things they told somebody is they were saying, "Oh, Jameel gets SSI checks. You're supposed to watch Jameel to make sure that he's not doing anything work related or educational. You just got to keep an eye on him." That's one of the things that somebody has told me that they were being told about me. And I said, you know what? Why would anybody do that to me? And they tell the people to follow me with their lights on in broad daylight, to wear certain colors, and that's the same thing that happens to me at the restaurants, and the same thing that happens to me in the neighborhood that I live at. I was framed by people who were doing this to me while it was happening. They framed me, and there was another scenario where they were telling, I went over a family member's house, and they paid some people to go into the house and tell a family member of mine back in like 1995 or something like that. Everybody had to keep an eye on me and watch me, which is nonsense. I never raped any woman. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And I was 10 years old in 1995. And they showed up at this house and told these people that. And the woman that ran the house, she got mad at the people who said that to her, ended up smashing a bunch of plates. And it was a real fucked up, it was a horrible experience to sit there and hear that somebody got paid to follow me over somebody's house and tell them that. And, there's all sorts of pedophiles, dope dealers, and corrupt police, and all sorts of people walking the streets of Muskegon, and nobody's following them, worried about where they're going, and they're the people who get paid to do this to me. So if I go into a bar and I want a beer, or I want something to eat, or I want to go into a store and buy a product, or ask questions about a product, nobody should be communicating to that store to do anything to me that's not natural to the store's protocol. That's infringement on my civil rights. That's stalking. That's somebody monitoring me and following me to different places. That's stalking me. Okay, that's why it's called gang stalking. And so, you know, the uh, the tripped out part, the tripped out part is that people sit there and they hear this and they don't get what's going on. I'm saying I'm being gang stalked around Muskegon County, and people are hearing what I'm saying, and they're hearing what I'm saying, but they're amongst the same people who are participating in it through disinformation campaigns, through group watch networks, and they get alerts sent to their phone to follow me places and stuff, and I don't even know the people. Like in the neighborhood I live at, there's certain people involved in stalking me, and I don't even know the people. Like the people they don't know me. They have no business speaking about me to anybody, telling anybody to do anything to me. And you know, when I go into a store and somebody comes in there and says something about me and tells somebody to do something to me, I want to know about it and what they're telling these people about me. You know, because if there's somebody speaking about me to somebody else, telling them to do something to me, I need to know about it. I need to know who the people are and what they're being told to do and why they're being told to do it. You know, and this is something that's going viral to all the stores in Muskegon.